Hi guys, welcome back. So a lot of you have been asking me to make a pattern for a simple beginner friendly cardigan. I've been working pretty hard on this and it's taken a while, but here it is finally. This is a really simple pattern and it's extremely beginner friendly. I'm going to show you how to attach sleeves as well. So let's get started. So for my cardigan, I'm going to be using this beautiful cake of yarn art flowers. I lost the label of this, so I'll have the details on the screen right now. This is a number 1 of fingering weight yarn. It's super fine yarn and it looks beautiful in these ombre colors. I'm also going to be using Scapy's Verlet just because I want the top of my cardigan and the top of my sleeves to match in the same color, and generally with an ombre yarn you can't really guarantee that you're going to have the same color on all the sides, so I'm just using a complementing shade in a similar shade of grey. Also, you'll need measuring tape to measure yourself, a yarn needle, some stitch markers, and for this project I'm going to be using a crochet hook size D or 3.25 millimeters. Also, you'll need a pair of scissors. So before we actually start making the sweater, I just wanted to explain the pattern to you. So we're going to be making a back panel, 2 front panels, and then 2 sleeves. Now the way you're going to measure yourself is you're going to measure yourself across the largest portion of your bust. So let's assume your bust size is 40 inches. You're going to divide this by half. So that's 20 inches and 20 inches. Now for the back panel, what you're going to do is you're going to take the 20 inches, add an extra 5 to it, which is 25, and that's going to be the size of your back panel. For your 2 front panels, you're going to take the 20 inches, again divided by 2, which is 10 and 10, and that's going to be the size of your front panel. At the end, we're going to combine all these parts together. I'll explain the measurement of the sleeves when we get to that part. So this pattern is made in multiples of 6. So now what you need to do is, once you've measured yourself, we're starting with the back panel. So you're going to start creating chains in multiples of 6 until you reach your desired width. For example, in the example that I'd given before, the desired width for the back panel was 25 inches. So I'm going to keep crocheting chains of 6 until I reach 25 inches. So in order to get started, you're going to make a slip knot, make a loop with your yarn. With the tail end, make another loop inside the first one, pick it up and pull. Now insert your crochet hook and tighten. To make a chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and continue doing this until you reach your desired length. So now I have this long chain. If I just measure it from side to side, it comes to 25 inches. So my initial chain is ready, and this is 114 chains. So now for row number 1, we're going to add 2 more chains to our foundation chain. And now on the second chain from the hook, you're going to place a single crochet. Now you're going to skip the next 2 chains. So I'm skipping this one and the one next to that. And into that third chain, you're going to place 5 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook. You have 3 on the loop. Pull through 2, pull through 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you're going to skip 2 chains again. So 1, 2, and into that third chain you're going to place a single crochet. Now again you're going to skip 2 stitches and place 5 double crochets on that third stitch. And this is the pattern that you're going to be following all the way around. Skip 2, place a single crochet, skip 2, place 5 double crochets until you reach the end. Once you reach the end, meet me back here again. So now at the end of your first row, you should be left with 3 more chains. So you're going to skip 2 chains, and into that very last chain you're going to place 1 single crochet. And that completes row 1. So now for row 2, we're just going to chain 1 and turn our work around. Now into that very first stitch where we just did the chain 1, you're going to place 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2 and 3. Now on the top of this very first shell, you're going to place 1 single crochet. So if you remember, we did 5 double crochets right here. So skip the first 2, into that third one, place a single crochet, skip the next 2, and now you've reached the single crochet from the previous row. Into this single crochet, you're going to place 5 double crochets. Now again we've come to a shell. So into that third double crochet of the shell, you're going to place 1 single crochet. Again, in the single crochet on the bottom, you're going to place 5 double crochets. And this is the pattern that you're going to follow. So now on this shell, on the middlemost stitch, which is stitch number 3, you're going to place 1 single crochet. Into this single crochet between the 2 shells, you're going to place 5 double crochets. So reach until the end of the row and I'll show you how to complete. So now at the end of row 2, we're on our last shell. Skip the first 2 stitches, place a single crochet on the third stitch, skip the next 2 stitches, and you'll reach the turning chain right here. Into that chain, you're going to place 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2 and 3, and to finish this row, place a single crochet in the same stitch. So we started with 3 double crochets and we ended with 3 double crochets as well. And the first 2 rows of your work look like this. So now for row number 3, you just want to chain 1 and turn your work. Now we're going to be working in this first space right here. So you're going to skip the half shell or 3 double crochets, and into this space right here, you're going to place 5 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now you're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and on the middle of this shell you're going to place a single crochet. Again you're going to skip 2, and in this space in between you're going to place 5 double crochets. And in the middle of this shell you're going to place a single crochet. So this is the pattern you're going to follow all the way until the end of the row. So reach the end and I'll show you how to complete. So now once you're done with your last shell, you should have 3 stitches left. You're going to skip 2, and into that third one you're going to place a single crochet. And now this is the repeat that we're going to be following for all the rows going ahead. So you're going to keep repeating rows 2 and 3 until you reach the desired length. So I'll get you started on row number 4, which is a repeat of row number 2. So now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work around. Into this very first stitch, we're going to place 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Then we're going to skip 2, reach the middle of the shell, place a single. Now into this space in between the 2 shells, which is the single crochet from the previous row, we're going to place 5 double crochets. And now you're going to continue this until the end. Once you're done with this, you're going to repeat row 3 again, then row 2, then row 3, all the way until you reach your desired length. So finish the back panel and then meet me back here again, and I'll show you how to create the front panels and the sleeves. So I finished working on the back panel, and if you see, the colors cascade from the darkest all the way to the grey, and this is the grey that I added extra from this KP's wool because I wanted it to match with the sleeves. So now to do your 2 front panels, you're going to go back to your calculation when you measured yourself. You're going to find out how big you need your front panels to be and then follow the exactly same pattern. So you're going to start with a multiple of 6 that measures to the size that you require over here, and then follow the same rows as you did for the back panel. So go ahead and make 2 front panels, and then I'll show you how to make the sleeves. So now I've made my front panels, and this is what it looks like, and it goes all the way from the top till the bottom. So what I also went ahead and did was, when I was making the back panel, I removed small bits of the similar colors so that when I make the front panels, I can follow the same color pattern all through. So to make my sleeves, I'm going to use the leftovers from the yarn cake. So I have some of the grey and white along with the darker grey, and then my Skepies lighter grey as well. I'm also going to be using a 3.25 mm crochet hook, the same as what I was using for the rest of the cardigan. So now to get started, you can make a slip knot, insert your hook and then start making chains. And this time we don't need to make it a multiple of anything because we're going to do the sleeves in a simple double crochet. So create your chains until you reach your desired length, that's the size of your biceps across, and then I'll show you how to proceed with the first row. So I've gone ahead and made the first initial foundation chain, and to this I'm going to add 2 more chains, 1 and 2. Now into the third chain from the hook, so that's 1, 2, skip these 2, this is the third one, we're going to go ahead and place a double crochet. And now you're going to place 1 double crochet on each of the stitches all the way around until you reach the end. So go ahead and do your double crochets all the way around till the other side, and then meet me back here again. So now once you're done with your row of double crochets, we can start with the second row. Don't forget the little stitch right at the end over here. To start the second row, chain 2 and turn. Now if you see, each of the stitches has a V on top of it. We're going to be working only in the back loops, which means that the loop which is facing on your side you will leave, and into just the back loop, so just this loop, we're going to place a double crochet. Again into the next stitch, the V is right here, we're going only into the back loop and placing a double crochet. And this is the pattern that you're going to follow for the rest of the sleeves. At the beginning of each row, you're going to chain 2, turn, and then double crochet only in the back loops. So if you see, it gives a little bit of a ribbed effect, and this looks lovely for the sleeves. So go ahead and make as many rows as the length of the sleeves you want. You can either make this short, 3/4 or long sleeves. Now once you're done, you should have sleeve panels that look like this, and we're just going to fold this in half, and that's how your sleeve is going to look. So what I've done is I've made this for a 3/4 sleeve length. If you want to make it longer or shorter, you can adjust the length however you want. So now that I'm done, I should have 5 pieces, 2 of the sleeves, 2 of the front panels and the back panel. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to make it from the grey to the blue. So align all of them so that the grey is on the top and the blue is on the bottom. And with your sleeves also, I've matched the same grey over here. So I'm going to put those on top and then the slightly darker grey on the bottom. So now I'm going to show you how to attach one of the front panels to the back panel. So first you're going to line it up so your front panel matches exactly with your back panel. And then I'm going to use some grey yarn to attach these together. And I'm going to do this with a crochet hook. You can of course do this with a yarn needle if you want. I just prefer doing it with a crochet hook. So now we're going to start right at the edge over here. You're going to insert your hook into the back as well as the front, both. Make sure that you're inserting into both. Place your new yarn on top, pull it through and chain 1. So now you've attached the 2 sides together. Now in every single stitch, you're just going to keep placing slip stitches. So insert into the front and back and just pull through. Again into the next one, insert into the front and back, pull through. And you're going to do this all the way around until you finish the length of the front panel. Now once you're done attaching this side, this is how it should look. So I finished my last stitch. Now I'm just going to chain 1, snip my yarn off, pull it through, and now I'm just going to sew in this end. So now I've gone ahead and attached both the front panels over here, and now it's time to start attaching the sides. So before you start the sides, just take one of your sleeves, fold it in half, put it against your work and just count how many rows it comes to. So for me it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 rows, and I'm going to place a stitch marker right there because I know this is the space I need for my sleeves. I'm going to place the same stitch marker on the other side as well, and then I'm going to start attaching. To attach, you're going to use the same method that we did on top. So you're going to attach both sides together with your crochet hook and then place slip stitches all the way around until the end, and then repeat that on the other side also. Once you attach the sides, I'll show you how to add the sleeves. Now once you finish attaching the sides, this is how it should look. You should have the seams on both sides over here like this. And now we're going to go ahead and attach the sleeves. So now in order to attach the sleeves, I'm just going to fold my sleeve neatly in half and place it in the armhole right here. Now the way you're going to attach this is, you have 2 ends here and you have 2 portions here. So we're going to attach one to each of the sides like this. So in order to start, insert your hook into one of the sides, pick up your sleeve, pick the side on top, insert your hook onto the very first stitch over here, and then just pull through and chain 1. Now you're going to continue placing slip stitches all the way around to attach these 2 sides. So we're going to go into the side right here, go into the sleeve and just pull through, again onto the next one, pull through, and you're going to continue this all the way around in a circle. So you'll start by attaching this side, and once you reach to the top, you'll start attaching the other side. So I'll finish till the top and then I'll show you how to proceed. So now I've reached the topmost point here and I'm ready to go to the other side. So once I start going to the other side, I'm just going to slowly turn my work and start attaching this end, which is the second side, to the second side right here. So once you're working it, it's going to just very smoothly work in a circle, and you can continue placing your slip stitches. So now once you're done attaching, your sleeve should be connected on both sides like this. But if you see, this portion of your sleeve is still open. So now we're just going to continue our slip stitches, but across the sides. So make sure you go through the front and the back side of the two ends of your sleeves and just connect these two stitches with a simple slip stitch across. So now once you attach and snip off your yarn, this is how your sleeve should look. And if you just turn this inside out, which is the right way to wear it, this is how it looks. So you'll have the shell pattern till about 1/4 of your arm, and then you'll have the sleeve for the rest of it. What you can also do is, if you want, you can fold this and create a little cuff. So here's my cardigan ready, and this pattern definitely reminds me of the ocean. I love the way the shells look like little waves and the colors go from grey to blue. I really hope you try this pattern out, and if you do, then do share it with me on my Instagram. The link is down in the description box below. If you enjoyed watching this video, please share it with all your friends, subscribe to my channel and like the video. Until next time, bye bye.